Hello, BookTube. I've got some new arrivals for you today on a gorgeous, crisp, early spring morning. It's going to be 60 or 62 degrees Fahrenheit by the height of the afternoon. So walking around in shirt sleeves, it's crisp and clear, not a breath of wind, not a chance of precipitation of any kind, just a picture perfect, gorgeous day. It's chilly now because it's early, but it's going to be lovely. The kind of day that is absolutely tailor-made for long walks in the woods with someone who would really like to kill another chipmunk before the end of the year. Someone who's currently not a morning person. So she says she's not particularly happy to be up and about, but the day's a waste, and thanks to daylight savings time, it gets dark a lot earlier, so you have to make the most of sunlight. I'll make it up to her. We'll go for a nice long walk. But the reason I say new arrivals instead of mail is because there's only a bit of this is mail. This is, of course, Sunday. There is a piece of mail because the Saturday package deliveries are so weird. It's a different driver. They're doing the routes in a different way. So I once again got a package after 9 last night, so long after I'd stopped checking. My surly houseboy had to find it. But in addition to that, I have other arrivals, like for instance the Sunday New York Times. The Sunday New York Times gets delivered on the front doorstep, and it includes the jewel of my profession, the Sunday New York Times book review. Look at that. Fear of Flying turns 50. Look at that. That is quite the cover. And there's a long essay on it as well. So that is new. And then another new arrival is from a very long walk that the Bean and I took yesterday, where at one point I wanted to go on a very long walk in the woods. And you would think that would make any dog overjoyed. But Frida much prefers long walks that involve humans. She's not a big fan of early mornings. She's not a big fan of trekking over hill and dale. She would much rather meet people. So part of our walk was that, and that led us by a little free library where I found this lovely thing, the Reader's Digest edition of Sense and Sensibility. And I told myself yesterday afternoon that I would just go at a couple of the bits that I really love at the end. But I ended up rereading the whole book, and I don't know that I will keep this. I love Reader's Digest editions, but I have an ebook of Sense and Sensibility, obviously, which is a lot more convenient than this. This took maneuvering to do. You know, when I had a sleeping schnauzer on top of me, and I had to do this as well. But that was not mail, and that was also not a Brattle trip. That just showed up to me. That just showed up at a little free library. And then we have the actual mail, a heavy box from Random House. So let's see what this is. Could be multiple books, or a big, heavy, finished copy. It's got some packages. And there are some big books that are coming out. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, I don't need to turn it around because I recognize the face on the back. This is in the Times, their entire art section. There's a huge section on this book. That's what this is. Oh my. All right. Well, I have it now. Whomp. Big, gigantic thing. My name is Baba. So this has tons and tons of illustrations, and it is her story at 900 pages, almost 1,000 pages. So there you go. that certainly counts as Sunday religious service for a whole bunch of the gays out there. So those are new arrivals. One book, but a heck of a book. The Sunday Times and the Sense and Sensibility, a lovely Reader's Digest of Sense. I don't think I've ever had a Reader's Digest of Sense and Sensitivity. If it hadn't been Sense and Sensibility, if it had been Pride and Prejudice, I might be keeping it. I don't think I'll keep this one. But anyway, that's the early morning. That's the early morning report. I will wrap this up for now, but I have plenty of other stuff that I want to talk to you about, so I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.